All right, let's talk about accountability for this front desk sales role, and especially where it comes to the new patient phone call. Accountability. How are you going to hold people accountable for the actual conversation they are having? How are you going to hold people accountable for the process that needs to happen? How are you going to be able to coach people and give people feedback? Things are going well, things are not. How are you going to teach people to self-evaluate, right? You must record your phone calls. Number one. Now, the title of this talk is Secret Callers and why they're so important. So I'm going to go one further is, right, you must record your phone calls. That's a bare minimum. The second thing you must do is have secret callers. And the reason secret callers are so valuable to your practice is they will tell you from an outsider's view, right? You should be recording calls so people can do self-training, so you can do some training. The secret caller tells you the results of all your work, right? Secret caller is someone calling with a process who's going to score this, probably record the call, and then break it down with you to say, were these 6 steps followed? Was the process followed? Did the conversation flow as you would like it? And was the result the desired result? Now, if you take people through the process and you move through the conversation properly, the desired result is the result you get, because not everybody who calls your clinic should be on the schedule. And a great sales process will keep people off the schedule that are not the best fit for your business. They'll help get them to the right place, but they will keep them off your schedule, which will decrease cancels, no-shows, and drop-offs. Well, mostly, yeah, no-shows and drop-offs of first visit arrival, right? A good sales process will do that. The only way to really, truly evaluate the result of your training, of your processes, of your ongoing evaluation of the front desk phone call is to have a secret caller, right? Someone like me, have an expert call, right? Record the call, get a transcript of the call, break the call down into its process, and give you a deliverable to say, hey, these are the results of these secret callers. And most sales teams, right, best practices is 10% of the calls are reviewed and scored. And this process happens, right? So a secret caller is a great way to get a deliverable of quality insurance. And a quality insurance, assurance, I'm saying insurance, I think quality assurance is just making sure all those things are happening. But how can you get a quick readout, a quick score to know it's yes or no? And then are you going to do the ongoing training? Are you going to do the follow-up, right? Are you going to do the ongoing coaching, right? These are all important reasons and things to think about that will stem from that secret caller. And I love doing secret callers. Everybody knows this. And I used to do them before I had the software to do them. And I would write, by the way, here's one, 2 sides of a legal pad, right? I would write everything down and do exactly what I'm talking about. Then I debrief with the person who took the call, and I debrief with the clinic manager or the front desk manager or the owner to go through the call, to give them a score. What went well, what didn't, what needs to change. And if I was working with them in coaching, we would then do ongoing coaching based on these calls, right? So secret callers are a direct view into the accountability, right? It also brings accountability. If someone knows this is the process to follow and this is what we have to do, and no one ever checks in on their calls or tells them, by the way, I learned this. This is the number one thing I learn when I do secret callers. Then are they going to deliver? No. Let me give you an example. I called some clinics this week. I called a business that has multiple sites. I called every site. Every single site managed me exactly the same way. And I documented, right, recorded it all. I then went back to the owner and the front desk manager and went, is this, before I shared anything with them, I said, is your current process to do A, then B, then C? They said, absolutely not. I said, this is the process that was delivered on every secret caller I did. And I said, here's the other result, right? And I gave that all to them. So immediate feedback that the process is not delivering as they created it, but also immediate feedback that someone's got to start holding people accountable, right? That could be more secret callers. That could be their team. It could be multiple ways, but all this resulted from secret callers, right? So Secret callers are a great tool to measure if your process is being followed, to look at the results of the current process, to look at the results of new coaching, new systems put into place, new processes, right? So secret callers are essential to your healthcare practice, and any great sales team is subject to secret calling, right? Right? Where they get on a call with someone and have to take them through the process and then later learn it was a secret caller that was about right. And that call is being evaluated strictly for coaching purposes, right? That is a great tool for you and your team. Again, you can learn the process, right? I love this for people who say we have no process. I'm like, cool, let's do a secret caller just to hear the process, right? Get that current state. And then you guys decide what work you want to do from there, right? I can help you guys score it, but you guys decide what parts do you want to change, right? We could do coaching off of that, all of those things. So secret callers are vital to front desk sales success, and it's vital to you actually getting the desired results you want from your front desk sales team in your healthcare practice. Cheers all.